Hello. It's the TNT boys. It's Sam here. I'm with Kale. Craig's back with us for a third straight episode, joining us. We're talking about social media, the world of social media today.
Social media.
Kale, how you doing?
I am doing just fine. How about yourself?
Pretty good for a piece of lettuce.
Watch your mouth.
I'm doing fine. Wah, wah. Craig, how you doing?
We're doing Jim Dandy.
All right.
The hell's Jim Dandy?
We're doing A-OK.
I'm just vibing. I'm rolling with it,
All right.
whether I know what it is or not.
I'm old. Jim Dandy.
Yeah. So we'll do a quick recap of the last episode. We did our power hour of the NFL running backs, right?
Yeah, it felt like the meme off of Titanic. It was 84 years.
It took a long time, but it was good.
It's
It was a
worth
good
it.
episode.
It's
I enjoy doing that kind of stuff.
At the end of the day, it's worth it.
I think that one was definitely a better debate than our first one with quarterbacks, for sure.
Yeah.
Kale's a master debater.
What?
Kale's a master debater.
Oh, it's a mess. Oh.
Wow. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I just thought it was good. We definitely had different opinions in that one than we did during. Well, you two not so much. You two probably copied off the
That's
same
because
website.
he took my notes.
Yeah.
Not my fault. You
Towards
sent
the
me a
top of the list,
picture.
we started all kind of getting similar because
That's what it is.
What?
You did.
I did not. I didn't
You
see
just
it.
admitted that.
But what I will say is I saw it until I didn't see it until I left work. Mm-hmm. So.
what's going on in the sports world? What has happened?
I discovered that there is a sport called roof ball.
Ruth ball?
Roof ball.
Roof ball.
We didn't play that video.
What the hell is that?
Did we play that video?
We didn't play it. You put it on there, I thought.
Can you guys search roof ball?
It's funny because when you showed me the video, it's like
It's a typical skit.
it's literally a guy throwing a football onto a roof, and then it comes back down and he catches it, and they turn it into a real professional sport. I'm like, dude, I did this shit when I was 14 years
Yeah.
old, like just when I was bored.
You guys ever play Annie I Over when you were kids?
What the hell is that?
You have one guy on one side of the house, one on the other. Or
Here's an
teams,
explanation of the rules.
And you throw the ball over the roof.
explanation here.
And if the guy on the other side catches it, then they run around and try and throw it at you like dodgeball.
I'm not going to lie to you. I can't throw that far.
Really?
He's got a noodle arm,
Oh my gosh!
as they would say.
No,
but
I probably could.
no, that's like something I would do. Like when
You
I
got
was
the Lamar.
a young teenager, when I was bored, I'd throw the football up onto the roof and catch it, and it's like now they turn into a professional sport.
I bet you I could. Where my little laundry room goes down from the kitchen.
You throw it over your porch roof.
Probably. Over the garage.
You got that Lamar limp-wristed throwing style like off of Revenge of the Nerds. You never seen that either, have you?
I found it.
Revenge of the Nerds.
You've never seen that either, have you, Kale?
This is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen.
Nope, this is the last throw.
That's baseball.
Just go for it.
Throw the ball
Over.
Oh, he throws it over. Do you know what to do?
Don't go over and you win. Forfeit your throw. No, I'm
Be
kidding.
competitive and go for it all, man.
I'm not going to.
Go all in.
This is just
Or you can throw
Bring
it
the
over
cup
and we'll go to
home.
extra innings.
Bring the cup home.
Ping it. Do it. It didn't, but it's not
Oh,
going to
didn't ping, but finishes with a ping. Champion, the first international champion.
Is that on the Ocho?
Yeah.
Is it like basketball?
So what's funny about it, I guess Barstool Sports did like a whole event. Like they did their like they got a hold of these guys and they held a 12-hour event.
On that?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. There must be slow times out on the East Coast.
So when we were looking those up, they went all the way back to 2008 championships. So it's been going on forever.
That's crazy,
and it's always
man.
been on ESPN, actual
What?
ESPN. Yeah.
ESPN must be desperate for something.
You know, when COVID hit and they started canceling all that, and then they showed all that crazy shit on ESPN, they had like rock skipping championships. They had one where it was like the marble maze, where these people would make a track down a sand hill on the beach and set all these marbles out, and whichever one. I mean, and these were like
You're gonna
professional
turn anything
sports.
into a sport now.
I was like,
I don't know why, but when you say that, I think of Cole like doing that. Like our buddy Cole would do some weird thing like that for some reason. Cole is pretty spontaneous to doing just random things, playing random games, and getting in the mood to do something. So,
yeah, you can skip rocks and whatever else, thing marbles.
he'd be like, "Dude, this is so cool," and trying to get us all to do it, and we do it like this sucks. So today we're going to be starting with the first topic of influencers. Can you guys name, some favorite social media influencers that you follow on YouTube, Facebook, etc., that you guys like to watch?
Honestly, like I used to have some that I would follow pretty closely, but I hate the whole idea of like social media influencers now.
I think it's really changed.
But some that I've usually, the ones I followed in the past are more like lifting and fitness related, like Bradley Martin.
Yeah.
Cali Muscle, Rich Piana, guys like that.
Lightweight, baby.
Isn't he dead?
Well, that's Ronnie Coleman. Rich Piana, yes.
Didn't he pass?
He did pass away, yeah.
Brian Shaw.
Brian Shaw's funny. Him and Eddie Hall.
Yeah, I like watching those guys.
You can't
Those guys are
forget
good.
about Jason Genova.
Janoy?
Janoy. That's where we
Okay,
get
peace out, bye.
That's where we get the peace out bye from. And
Interesting character. He's not really relevant anymore, but
Yeah, his uncle took him off the internet.
he
His uncle got tired of being harassed.
he's worth a whole episode with everything he did.
Yeah.
In his time as a social media personality, YouTube star, he would call himself.
I can't wait.
I can't even really get in. We were gonna have our buddy Antoine on for that episode.
We're gonna save that one.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
It's just a whole-
This is gonna be a very funny one.
it's either gonna be very funny or very cringy.
Yeah, and I have
Maybe a little bit of both.
There's some YouTubers I know that are very cringy that I'm gonna show.
There's some like video gamer ones that I used to watch, like RBT, TD Barrett, guys like that who would play like Madden. I can't
They're
do it.
cringy
I
now.
can't do it anymore. They're so annoying. Like every 5 seconds, RBT's going, "Let's go," and I'm just like,
That drives me nuts.
dude, shut up, man.
Yeah,
Like every little good thing that happens, and it's
I'm
like,
gonna
dude,
tell you
you're
right
like,
now. When the gaming channel, we're not gonna do anything stupid like that because it's cringy.
you might do something like that.
No,
We'll see. I can see this coming.
No.
I like doing the Dynasty on College Football 25 for the gaming channel though.
So we gotta record that again,
Utah State. Yeah, we do. We got to continue it.
and I gotta put out the other 2 videos.
That USC game was.
Don't want to give spoilers.
How's your fantasy going or your dynasty going? Are you doing good or?
We're only 3 games in because we haven't played in a while, but I'm 3-0 so far. 3 games in.
With Utah State.
Utah State, yeah.
my personal one? I've been using Ball State.
I chose Utah State because that's where Jordan Love went to college, Vance.
And they were shitty then too.
Here we go.
Well, I don't know. Packers saw something right to trade up for him in the first round.
This is a 3-week debate we got going on right now.
It's gonna keep going, and it's never gonna stop, and I love it.
I like it. It's funny.
I need to get you, Brody, and him in a room together to talk about Jordan Love. Oh yes.
I think the room might explode.
That's a 2-on-1 thing. Come on, like I need
It
somebody
is.
on my
It
side.
honestly is. Like me and Brody would be ganging
Vance,
up on
I
him.
think you can hold your
But
own.
Vance seems to have his facts. I mean, he's like, I don't know. He seems pretty confident.
I'd have to come in and moderate that.
I was gonna say,
would.
Zach can
You
go
might
in
have
there.
to as well.
Zach can go in there as moral support. How about that?
You got to wear the referee
Kale
shirt.
can just be
and
the out of
whistle.
place Lions fan that'd be like, yeah, Jared Goff.
Yeah, there you go.
holding up like a little Lions flag.
Go Lions, one pride.
I wouldn't say go Pride.
I said no, one pride. One pride.
Oh,
That's their thing.
Wait a minute, you still talking about football?
Jesus Christ. That was good. Good job, buddy. Oh. You missed it by that much. No, so mine, I like to watch like the blue collar stuff. The one guy I watch, he does like concrete. It's called Victory Outdoor Services. I've been watching him for about 2 or 3 years. And that dude has really grown his channel, and I think I've learned a lot from him. Just not concrete, but like as being a better person. I like those kind of stuff. I like watching car videos. So like Puddin's Fab Shop, that dude's freaking hilarious. Does a lot of behind the scenes stuff and cars that he does, like GMCs. Right now he's working on is a short box pickup. And gaming wise, I don't know. I don't really follow much gaming.
Like I said, I used to watch like gamer YouTubers that would like play Madden and stuff like that, but not so much anymore.
You guys good over there?
Sorry, I made a joke to Yoshi on Snapchat. That's my bad. We were laughing about that.
Oh.
No, but yeah. I don't really follow too many gamers either.
I don't try to. I mean, I do, but it just...
Yes, you do.
They're just not funny as much anymore as they used to be. Now they're cringy.
Like RBT,
Because you're getting your ass handed to you by a 12-year-old kid in his mom's basement someplace in Cleveland. And you're calling him all sorts of names that would get you arrested if you were face-to-face.
Yeah.
kind of
Dude,
thing.
today's generation would not last in a Modern Warfare 2 lobby. I'm telling you straight up. You probably don't know what we're talking about.
I'm an Atari 2600 child.
Just
so-
ask Braden what
Oh,
was-
I know. I've seen some of his videos playing something or whatever.
Ask him how the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 lobbies were back in the day.
Screaming, hollering. I used to hear all that shit. Yeah.
You would hear.
I will say it's about any lobby
I can.
anymore.
My
I
20
hear Christians speak nowadays, dude. Some of the stuff that gets said is pretty bad.
Yeah,
You'd be
my-
surprised, Kel.
Yeah.
My youngest boy's 23, and he's a big gamer. And Jesus, some of the I had to, you didn't think, he left the house. He was 21, but at 21 years old, you wouldn't think you'd have to be like knock on his bedroom door and tell him to watch his mouth.
Yeah.
Like, good God,
You
what
would
are you
think,
playing
yeah.
in there?
I thought RBT was more entertaining, like back when he did the Reject series, like with character or players that like kind of washed out of the league. Like he played Madden, like he'd made like a rejects team of players that like kind of washed out of the league, and then he had them like make a comeback and stuff
yeah.
like that. So that was kind of entertaining, but like
I used to play Madden a lot with the kids when they were home.
yeah,
But, the damn controllers have too many buttons on them.
Old people
I
problems.
know. I want a
No, my
joystick
dad-
and a button.
my dad used to play Madden with me back in the day, and he probably felt the same way. So.
Oh, yeah. It's just like, shit.
Brandon would play Halo with us all the time.
Really?
Yep.
We used to play Call of Duty. Is that the one where you can play the zombie mode where you can shoot zombies in the theater and all that shit?
I used to love zombies.
Yeah, me
back
and my
then.
youngest used to play that all the time when he was just a kid.
World at
wife's-
War, the World at War zombie maps was a lot of fun.
What is some content you guys look for when you do watch these YouTube videos and whatnot?
I follow a guy named Tony Reed. They call him Growing Corn 2020. And he is just straight, flat out tell you how it is. And he hates Farm Bureau. He's always trying to figure out why the government did this. Why is John Deere doing this and charging me all? And he's got the point of view of probably most of people in our area, and the dynamic of where we live have that same kind of point of view. So I watch him, a lot of his videos and stuff. He's a farmer over in Illinois. But that's the kind of stuff I watch for it. I don't follow any gaming.
No.
You know, none of that. I don't follow a whole lot of you. I do follow this guy on there named Mark Laeta that does the soft white underbelly. If you ever watched any of those interviews where he had like the Whitaker family from West Virginia on there.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
You know, he's got just oodles and oodles of different videos on there. Last night he had one on there where he was talking to a former prison guard at a Supermax facility, and you know, it's pretty interesting stuff. He almost seems like he's turned into more of a therapist. He's letting people come in and talk and get stuff off their chest.
That Whitaker one, you know, I remember that one that goes like, you know,
Yeah, Ray.
I think
Dude,
Ray.
I'm telling you, that
he
shit's
knows-
way past banjo playing. Holy moly.
Ray knows something that happened. That whatever they
Oh,
talk about, like he just can't talk about
It's
it.
the most inbred family in the United States.
Yeah.
And they live in a town called Odd.
Ironically.
ODD, West Virginia.
Oh wow.
Oh man, there you go. It's West Virginia.
Well, yeah. That's why I say, I mean, it's way past the banjo picking in this family.
When you say something, you talk about that farmer. There's actually one I watched. His name is Cole the Corn Star. He been watching him since he started, and that dude right now, his biggest project he's working on is restoring 100% his grandpa's over 100-year-old house. So he's been he gutted it. He's been redoing the basement. He went from the top to all the way to the bottom, so that way, you know, the structure can settle on the new wood and everything. And now he's digging a underground theater right now. The kid is, I think, about he's about Braden's age. And he went to school for business, and he's done farming most of his life. So
There's another one I watch. It's a kid from out by Kearney. Call him the Korean corn farmer.
oh yeah,
He's
yep.
pretty funny to listen to.
Yep. I try to look for the local stuff too, because I like the local stuff. I like supporting other people.
Yeah, and there's a girl from down by Aurora, Laura Farms. She's, I mean, to watch. She's young. Her and her husband are young and taking on what they did for farming. That's pretty.
A lot
interesting
of
to
people
watch.
call them out for double clutching their Mac.
I know a lot of people have been driving truck for years and they still double clutch. So,
I double clutch when I drive a manual.
so
I ain't afraid to admit to that.
nah,
It's easier. I ain't gonna lie.
saves the wear and tear on stuff too. So
Honestly, I kind of wish our truck was manual. I kind of miss driving a manual.
hell, you wrecked the automatic. What would you do in a manual?
I never wrecked the automatic one.
Didn't I have to drive to O'Neill to see if it could get your truck out of the bushes?
That wasn't the big truck though.
Oh, sorry.
That
You
was-
wrecked the little truck, which is even worse.
Actually, Michael Reiser wrecked the little
Yeah,
truck.
I'll give you that. I still had to drive all the way to O'Neill to get your truck out of the bushes.
Yeah. That Michael's weird. He's funny, but he's weird. He's keeping quiet about that one.
Not saying a word.
Is there an influencer that you cannot stand?
Most of them.
But like, which one stands out the most? Who's the top, male or female?
Probably that dumb chick that's growing around now that was a Tua.
Hawk Tua.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, remember when Jason was going around talking about that?
My God.
Yeah, it's
Sorry,
definitely
Jason. We love you, but
overplayed for sure.
Oh, Lord. And then she's
Yeah.
just going to get rich off that, and she's probably never done it a day.
Probably already is.
her fame has kind of gone downhill. It seems like, but
You don't hear about it as much, but
she's trying to keep her. She's trying to stay relevant. Is what I'm trying to
Oh,
say.
yeah.
yeah.
They all do. But she's
Well, when
getting,
you start to fade, you come out with, a naked picture, a sex video, and you're back in the limelight for a few years.
What about that?
I don't suggest that, Kale.
What about that? What about that one dude? Sketch.
he's still relevant.
Yeah,
The
but
one, the kid that goes, "What's up, brother?"
yeah, but
yeah,
didn't he? Didn't he do like?
He did like gay OnlyFans or something,
Yeah, yeah.
and someone changed his life or his family.
Didn't he like? Hasn't he kind of fallen off since getting caught for that?
No, he's still doing pretty well.
Really?
Yep.
I think he's annoying, personally.
Yeah, at first it was funny, but now
Yeah.
it's just like, okay.
What's up, brother?
I've actually gained respect for Logan Paul. I'll be honest. I just as a wrestler.
I would say, yeah, with him. His brother, not
He's a
so
wrestler?
much.
Yeah,
I thought he was like a UFC more so.
No, he was getting his
Then
ass
wrestling.
kicked in that, so he decided not
Switched
to
to
do
wrestling.
that no more. But
Gotcha.
he is a pretty good wrestler. I mean, he can throw a pretty good storyline, but his brother's a piece of shit. He's bragging about being such a good fighter. Well, yeah, when you fight all these freaking guys that aren't boxers and they're 40 years old, you should be kicking the piss out
He
of them.
doesn't want to fight Tyson Fury. I know Tyson Fury would kick his ass.
Well, Tommy Fury beat him.
Yeah, I know he did.
So, yeah,
They're both real boxers.
yeah, anytime he's fought a real boxer, he lost. Yeah, I don't care for those guys either. Logan kind of growing on me a little bit just because of the wrestling thing, but I still think he's kind of a douche too. But
I'm trying
that's
to
my word for the day. He's a douche.
He's a douche.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think.
What about Sam Sulek? What do you guys think about Sam Sulek?
I don't even know who that is.
So he's like a bodybuilder, young kid, but you can tell he's quite obviously on gear.
Which
but
is
he's
roids.
Right.
yeah, he's got an incredible, like crazy physique.
Really?
He's only like 21, 22 years old, something like that. But his demeanor and like his personality, it's more like just kind of laid back. Like he's not like, he doesn't act douchey. You know what I mean? Like some of these guys
Not
do.
raging.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And he's not like, I don't know. He's just, a lot of people like his content because he's just kind of laid back, down to earth type of guy. And like, he doesn't have like the cleanest diet either. Like he doesn't eat like the healthiest foods, but like
Did with chug chocolate.
he does it within his calorie, range. You know what I mean? So, but I don't know. I like his material. I don't necessarily see him as like an idol or anything like that, just because not a lot of people can get away with what he gets away with. But it's entertaining to say the least. And he's got a younger brother that talks and acts the same way he does, but he's just not as like big. And he's more of a golfer than he is like a weightlifter.
Bradley Barton, he's really changed over the years, and I think he's
Yeah.
sold out.
I used to like watching his stuff, but I don't know.
Ben and Jerry's.
That was Rich Piana. Rich Piano, I'll still like his Bigger by the Day series is really good on YouTube.
That guy looked inflated.
So to get bigger, you gotta eat a shit ton of food and take a lot of steroids and eat Ben and Jerry's every night. And that's like he literally would just eat a shit ton of food. He'd lift. He's on a crap ton of gear, and literally every night he'd eat like pizza and ice cream. I swear.
Okay, you guys
just to
are-
get over 300
what about
pounds
this
of muscle.
Freaking spook they call the Liver King.
Oh,
Oh, that's disgusting. That dude's a joke.
He's got to be
Liver
some-
King, I'm not a big fan of because
No,
he
he's-
claimed natural all those years, and then obviously he got busted for gear, and he's back on gear. There's no way you can have that kind of physique
No, and he's a
and
douche.
be not on gear and only eating like raw liver and raw meat and all this bullshit he's doing. Like,
fish eggs and eyeballs and shit.
No.
I fucking about
He's
threw
so
up
full of
watching him
shit,
the other
like-
day. I was like, what the hell?
yeah, I'll say a few social media personalities I've liked watching in the past are Cassidy Campbell.
Yeah.
He did a spoof on Rich Piano in the past about his Bigger by the Day. And he does like a bunch of different personalities. Ed Bassmaster. He's really funny.
He's supposed to be coming here.
He is.
Dude,
He
we were
is.
talking about going.
Yeah.
We love when he did
Chip
the
Diamond.
Yeah. Psh. we used to go around doing the kick and everything. We
Yeah,
still
dude.
will hear
He's
that.
hilarious. And then the Eric Konevsky was also another one that kind of flipped from more like fitness and bodybuilding to more just like comedy and
If I could figure
pranks and
out
stuff
how to
like
get
that.
Ed Bassmaster on this show somehow when he's here, dude, I would fanboy.
Call Andrew.
Hey, Zach, you know Andrew.
They'd probably have him on
Andrew only
Touch
works
and Base.
with one talent agency. Which is he? If he's coming for is he coming for the comedy thing?
Yeah.
No,
Oh, we
he's
can-
here this fall at Divots or at the event.
Ed
Center.
Bassmaster.
That's what I mean. So he's coming to the event center, or the event center, or the district event center.
District event center downtown.
Yeah, we can try to get him. We've been asking for all the comedians. This is a little shot at Andrew here, but Been asking for them every week or every time they come, and we have yet to receive one.
Dude, if we can get Ed Bassmaster, dude. Bassmaster, dude? What?
Ed Badmaster?
Pronounce his name right. Fuck,
Chip
dude.
You're never
Diamond.
going to get him on here if you call him Batmaster.
I'm sorry, dog.
Badmaster.
I just have a speech
I
impediment.
want to head Badmaster on the show.
I have a very bad speech impediment.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
When?
Now.
Only when you're trying to talk?
Yeah. I slur my words.
It's because of that horse piss you're drinking.
No, only because of the horse piss I'm drinking. I just suck at talking.
You know what horse piss tastes like?
Yeah, wait,
awful.
what?
It's awful.
What?
Have you ever broke a horse?
What? What? I don't know, I'm starting to think you differently.
You never rode a horse, have you?
Oh, I have.
Have you? Yeah. He was a big son of a bitch, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Damn little Shetland.
Yeah. No, Ed Bassmaster's hilarious.
Dude, if we got him on, though.
You got to watch the episode where he's playing as Chip Diamond character and he's reviewing like this.
I think I've only seen like one or
this,
two
Mexican food
If he
place.
came in here reviewing our podcast as Chip, dude, I would.
Oh, he'd come on and be like, "I don't care that I'm here. Some no names here. What are you guys' names again?" We'd say our names, be like, "Whatever, I don't care."
When he's looking at the cars, he's kicking the tires. He's like, "Hey, man, don't do that in my car."
Yeah, I know. Piece of crap anyway, man. I don't even care. Dude, you got to watch ones where he goes into the gym, though. And he's like,
He can barely lift the weights.
no, he like gets on the bench press and he's like acting like he's struggling and the guy comes over and helps him. And then he's like, "Man, it's just an off day for me, man. I'm not, that bench is slanted, man. Normally that's lightweight for me.
You don't
That's
want me
light
on my
work."
worst day, pal.
Yeah.
So the videos, have you seen the videos where the guy dresses like the janitor and he goes in and these guys are lifting all this huge
Yeah.
weight?
Yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah.
And then he just does
He
it
just picks it
easily.
up like
Yeah.
nothing,
Yep.
telling them it's fake
That's
weight.
crazy, yeah.
Plastic weights.
Speaking of fake weights, we got to talk about Brad Castleberry. You don't know Brad Castleberry?
He's not. I'm not putting name to face right now.
He is he's like a fitness influencer that he does like these insane lifts with like plates on plates on plates loaded on each side of the barbell. Dude's incredibly jacked, but people accuse him of fake weights because the lifts he's doing for reps is literally like world record weights, like if that was real weight. And so it's just like there's no way. And then he's like all cocky and arrogant in his like videos and stuff. That's Brad Castleberry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
He looks like a douchebag.
he kind of gives off that vibe. If you ever watched any of his videos and seen how he talks, like you'd probably say that. You'd probably think that. But yeah. You brought up fake weights, and the first person I thought of was Brad Castleberry because
So
he's
the
like
first
he's the one
three
who started
plates on
that.
each side are styrofoam.
Right, or just like they might look like a 45-pound plate, but they're really like a 10-pound bumper plate or something. Like something like that.
Is there a specific type of content you guys dislike?
Stupid.
Really?
Like we're talking like Kardashian type stupid kind
Right.
of shit. I can't stomach that.
I guess I'll give an example of what I don't like is people that would go out to these homeless people and lie to them, give them fake money and stuff.
Yeah, that kind of.
There's people
Fake
out-
money?
Yeah, they'll
Really?
You can get fake dollar bills and everything, and
I feel like
And
it's
you can go to prison for that. So that's that's a plus.
So I mean, it makes me sad. It really does. I like the one, like I follow the ones that actually do care, and they actually take them out to dinner. They get them a house, or what they do what they got to do. Not like necessarily a house,
Right.
but more like
A new cardboard box.
fucked up.
cardboard box.
A hotel for like a week.
You move them around in their cardboard box behind the laundromat. Now this is
Get a
homelessness 101.
You-
You go behind the laundromat and you put your refrigerator box there next to the vent so that it's warm and it smells nice. So, a little homeless tip for you.
So we played this last night on Useless. I want to play it for you guys because you guys are younger.
Well, most of us.
Well, yeah. Cole couldn't answer this question for us, but this one here has become. They get a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of them around. Tell me why this is a big
Sticking
deal.
out my yacht for the Rizzler. So skibbity, so phantom tax. I just wanna be your Sigma. Hi. Hi. I'm live. It's almost midnight, and I'm chugging.
What in the fuck did I just watch?
Right.
I don't. Yeah.
11,000 likes.
It's because she's hot. That's why. That's why they're doing it.
Not even hot.
No, I know, but people, what they call her, they're simping.
That's what I said, and Vance didn't quite follow on that. Can you explain it a little better?
So basically, when guys simp, they see this hot girl, they're gonna do whatever they want, and they're gonna give them what they want. So,
But how do you simp if she's not hot? That's my point.
that's
like
someone's
she's not
taste.
hot. She's decent looking, but she's not hot by
She
any
was all right till she started talking.
That's exactly my point. Like it made it as soon as
Kinda
she said a word, I was like,
Right.
I'm
yeah.
out.
No. So by hot, I think they're just going based off appearance and not
and
necessarily.
there's a lot of horny dudes on these apps. Like, let's be honest.
That's what I said, and a lot of them
Desperate,
can't get
yeah.
women.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I said.
right.
I'm horny, and I know.
And that makes the guest feel real good. There's only 5 men in this room.
Oh, jeez. I was not expecting that.
Hey, I've been married for 30 years, so you ain't telling me nothing.
I don't know. I mean, they're just simping, and they know that girl knows she's about to make a lot of money and make a living off of it. It's sad. That's
You know, and that is sad because look at the state of our economy, and they're just throwing money at
Sticking out
people doing that shit.
that shit right there. That's the shit I hate.
But that's the same thing as the Kardashians. They have zero
Yeah.
talent,
None.
zero nothing, and
She
they're
became famous by having sex with what's his name.
and that was planned. Ray J. It was all planned by her mother.
Planned, yep.
But at least she's decent looking, I suppose.
Yeah. And she'll do whatever.
I can't believe he came out there and said, "I'm horny."
Have you met Vance?
Actually, I don't know how to answer that. What are some positive outcomes and what are some negative outcomes for being a social media influencer?
Well, positive if you're helping somebody. You know, negative if you're just being a douche.
Yeah. It depends on the message you're trying to convey. Like,
Right.
you know, if you're doing it for the right reasons, you're really doing it to help people and not just like make yourself look like
Yeah.
the star or whatever and like put yourself in the spotlight, then it's a positive outcome. But then the negative outcome is if you're just doing bullshit, like
Just for people to see.
kind of like what they just showed, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And then, but also like, even if you are maybe, you know, in theory, you know, on the surface, it looks like you're trying to do something positive, but really you're just trying to make yourself look good. Like certain fitness influencers are like that,
Yeah.
where they're just like, they say they're a coach and they say they help all these people, but really they're just, you know, making
They're
themselves
just
look good.
wannabes.
Right.
Get their face out there.
So,
Hot take. What about Mr. Beast? He was all the kids thing, and it was all good, positive,
Boy,
giving
that-
money to everybody. And then he had a
Fell in a hole.
trans person and then a pedophile on his team. No, 2 people.
Yeah, now he's got
It's
some
2.
lawyer.
He hired a pedophile.
trying to save his face by doing something I seen on MSNBC yesterday. They were talking about he hired some big highfalutin lawyer to try and straighten something out.
Honestly, I saw this coming someday. Something was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Everything was going too perfect. I like what he does. The idea of what he does is awesome. You know, but
There's always a catch.
there's always something going down.
But it comes down to selling out again, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Which is what we try very hard not to do on this podcast.
Right.
Or any of the
Yep.
podcasts under Age and Life Media Group.
Right.
right.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I was watching a YouTuber yesterday. It's a trucker, and so what he's doing, he's redoing a Ford cab over, like one of the mobile churches you used to see. he took the frame off. He went to his place and said, "Hey, I'm here to drop it off." We're like, "Oh, you're gonna make an appointment, blah blah blah." And then they couldn't get it figured out. But then they went to this other place, and then they called him back and said, "Hey, we see your YouTube channel." But he's like, "I'm not trying to use my YouTube channel to get ahead of everything, of everyone else's projects like that. That's not me."
Yeah.
And I respect that. You know, I will never put this podcast and use it for, you know, leverage on stuff. It's not fair. If there was a line and someone was waiting longer than I am, I'm not going to use it to cut.
Unless you got to pee real bad.
What?
Unless you have to pee real bad, then you're going.
You know what I mean? I'm not. Basically, what I'm saying, I'm not going to use something for my advantage.
Right.
It's not fair.
Well, you're just being a douche when you do that.
Yeah.
That happens too much. I mean, it happens, and it doesn't. You don't even have to be an influencer. It's just some people think that's entitlement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure we know people that are act that way.
Oh boy, do we!
Like my neighbor.
Oh yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
But
Before you guys move on real quick. So I kind of want to go into this a little bit. Like you talked about who you're following and stuff like that. Obviously, we're all trying to be, I mean, I'm assuming you guys consider yourselves a social media influencer, correct? Because
In a
we've
way.
started this podcast.
in a way, yeah.
Yeah. So what are you taking into yourself to hold yourself to a certain standard to try to give the right message, to influence people the right way? And also, do you think you can use it to help you in your business, whatever non-podcast wise? Like, Sam, have you looked into using the social media aspect to push just personally? Like, you follow a lot of fitness stuff. Do you want to push that too?
That's something I've been working on in terms of just posting my own like fitness related content on Instagram, like for my powerlifting stuff. And I feel like it's helped a little bit just getting like into the competitive side of things in that aspect. And then using that even more so like with the why we post like our client spotlights and stuff like that. So yeah, I'd say it's just a process, really. You know, obviously I haven't made it big yet, you know, in that aspect as a social media fitness person, but it's just a process. That's all I really got to say.
Along those lines, the crazy thing is, and I should have thought of this, Sam, and I told you this that day. When
When
you
with
had
the
your
powerlifting
powerlifting
competition,
thing,
yeah.
that was a misstep on me.
And that's
as,
another
as
thing.
the Agent Life Media Group person. We should have been there with the camera doing a whole podcast
Right.
from there, and that's completely on me, and I'll take all the blame for that.
Well, even that, like
Trust
with
me,
that, at the Y, like we do strategic planning in our department. So like me, it's the personal training, fitness stuff. And like, that was one of my goals. Like one of my goals in my strategic plan was to start a powerlifting competition, and we got it done and we did it, and it was a huge success. Everyone's already asking me when the next one's going to be. And so it's also utilizing our marketing there to get stuff like that out on social media, but then also doing my own thing, you know, more so on Instagram, posting things I do as a trainer and also as an athlete to get myself out there a little more.
Well, if you can show somebody results on something that they're looking for,
Yeah.
I mean, people are tangible. They want something that they can actually
Yeah.
see.
Well, yeah,
you know,
exactly.
You can tell them till you're blue in the face, but if you can show them that,
Right.
you know,
I think that's
That's a
why
huge thing,
I think
and
that's an
then-
important thing of doing like the client spotlights. And then like one of my powerlifters I coached, Sam Sullivan, 15-year-old kid broke 4 state records at Cornhusker State Games that I coached and got first place. And so
yeah, so you show people that, you know, it's going to
Yeah.
make them more apt to want to go and do the same thing than it is to just hear about
Exactly.
it, you know.
I'm still trying to improve on the social media side of things, but we're working at it for sure.
You know, I will say this, you know, social media sometimes is kind of hard trying to keep up with everything and try to make it everything.
Yeah.
How you had to put some stuff ahead of other stuff, I would say. So like I'm trying to find someone that will help me do stuff, I guess. I feel like I'm going off topic, but whatever.
It's
But
relevant.
you know, when it comes to posting for my podcast stuff, you know, it's kind of hard when it's just, you know, and I know I need to ask for help because that's the pride part of me.
You know, I follow a guy that used to be a defense lawyer up in Alaska, and now he quit being a lawyer to become a YouTube star, and he does all this camping shit and all this stuff up there. And he said he works 3 times as hard now being an influencer than he did when he was an actual defense attorney.
You know, we've been doing some staff development stuff at the Y, and, you know, part of that is, you know, knowing it's okay to ask for help too, you know?
Yeah. You know, I've talked to Cole too. Like we've talked about, if this ever become full time, would we do it? And I said, in time, in theory, yes, but it takes time to build.
Ultimately, that's the goal, obviously.
Yeah, I would do this in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I want everyone to grow. I hope everyone grows. I mean, granted, we took a little hiatus, but I mean, it is what it is. Life catches up. But
We still mentioned you on every show.
yeah, I know. I know you're busy with your stuff too, so it's like I don't bug you. I don't try to bug you.
No, I know.
You know, and here it goes. I'm old again, but the older you get, the easier it becomes to ask people for help.
Right.
On anything, any aspect in life. You know, I was a repo man for the better part of 10 years. At 19 years old, when you think you're 10 foot tall and bulletproof, and that's what you're getting paid to go do, and then you get a little older, then you have a family, and then, you know, pretty soon you just keep going through this, and then, you know, you realize I could have asked for help when I had a drinking problem. I didn't do it. You know, and then it just about cost you everything.
Right.
So now the older you get, you look back on that and you're like, God damn, all I had to do was say something. You know, so now that I'm in my 50s, I'm like, you know, if I need help with something, I'm just going to ask you.
Yeah.
I don't need to be, you know, I don't need to be the big guy in the room no more. I'm not going to fight you for anything.
Good.
anymore,
I am
you
the
know?
big guy.
Yeah. Not the round guy, the big
house.
Yeah. But you get to the point where you don't want to do that no more. So asking for help is good. And then, I mean, that's with anything. That's with your social media stuff and all that, because there's a lot goes into this. I mean, it's not like you guys just sit down and film something.
No.
You know,
We try to find time for just both of us. You know, like this day
To kind of
we're-
brainstorm some stuff, yeah.
Yeah. You know, like we told each other today. I'm like, dude, it's a lot easier to write an episode than it is going over Discord and try to talk to each other. Because when we talk to each other in Discord, it's a lot of radio silence.
yeah.
Because one, we're tired, and two, we do it late at night.
It's usually at the end of the day after we both had like a long day at work, and it's like we're trying to relax and unwind from the day, and
And then
it's better to just meet in person. I think it's just better to meet in person too, because a lot of time when we do talk on Discord, it's just like we're just bullshitting.
Yeah,
a lot
pretty
of times.
much.
Well, and you know, you can teach a monkey to sit in front of a microphone, but it's all the stuff that goes into making it all work on the other side of the microphone. You know, that
Yep.
people don't realize.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I want to be clear. I wasn't like attacking you guys on what you have put out or anything
No,
like
you're
that.
fine.
No.
What I'm saying is kind of what I'm wanting to know more beyond that is what is guiding you to make sure you're putting good content, or like we're not doing what we just showed earlier with the brain rot shit from that girl that we just saw. Like, you know, like
Right.
we've talked about, you guys were talking earlier about the bad stuff, the stuff you dislike, the, you know, the type of content that everybody dislikes, but it gets a bunch of views or whatever for some stupid reason. What guides you to, maybe we're not getting the same views that we could be getting or whatever, but we're going to hold ourselves to this standard.
I think it's being your most authentic self and like putting out what you truly believe in is good content, and, you know, not being deterred by like, well, this stupid bullshit is getting the most likes and views, but, you know, staying true to yourself and, you know, putting out what you believe in is good content and stuff that you're actually into.
Not selling out. Like
Exactly.
you're
Yeah.
talking
Not selling
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, we're
I-
all pretty much, I mean, actually all of our episodes is stuff that we are either, you know, either somewhat well versed in or stuff we are fans of or stuff we are experienced in.
Right.
So I think we're definitely taking the steps in that regard. It's just
I like to think that we're different, and I always
Well,
think
you're
that
different. All right, we'll give you that.
I feel like the thing
can do
is
that, I'm a
we
guest.
can talk about, like, yeah, we're primarily a sports podcast, but
We're not just any typical sports podcast.
primarily we talk about really anything.
Yeah. And I think a lot of things is...
And we both come from different backgrounds, too.
Yep.
You know?
You know, like that's what the name was created for,
Yeah,
trucker and
that's what
trainer.
it's based off of, yeah.
Trucker and trainer.
TNT.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's kind of ironic and funny, but at the same time, it works.
It's kind of cheesy, too, but it works, yeah.
What I do want to say about you two as influencers and how you guys started this was that we had a full on conversation before you guys even attempted
That's true.
to do anything.
Yep, we reached out to Zach
You didn't just go willy nilly and
Right.
try to do it. You know,
Well, because we tried doing one a few years back, just me, Kale, and a few of our other buddies.
it
And
failed miserably.
yeah, it didn't do. It was just going to be like a sports thing, and then Kale reached out to me about it again, and we were like, you know, I had been on Touching Base, right, with Zach and Vance, and so I was like, let's reach out to Zach. Like, if we really want to do this and do it right, let's reach out to him because they've already had success. Like, and let's, you know,
I guess
learn some things and pick his brain.
and
a
I
little
think
bit.
that's what Vance was trying to get to is that how do you guys feel you can stay grounded and do what you want to do without trying to do the clickbaity.
Right.
Oh,
That's
I
what
got
he's
you.
getting at.
Okay, so basically, what you're saying is we want to keep true to ourselves.
Correct.
And
And
basically-
Sam said that, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I see. Yeah, I'm not a. Sam can tell you, I hate clickbait, just for clicks and views. But at the same time, I understand why they do it. But like, when you're already big, you don't need to do clickbait. You already grew your channel. Like, you don't. You know, what's the point? Just keep doing what you're doing. Do it organically. And like, you know, with the whole Lions thing earlier, that's gonna be funny. I want to make a clip out of that.
Oh, the Jared Goff thing.
Yeah.
You know,
Like,
First thing I said was that's a TikTok right there.
I heard you say that too.
I just think we're not afraid to be ourselves on here either. Like,
Yeah, like
and neither are Zach and Vance on Touching Base, Useless Assumptions. Like,
it's just it's hard sometimes because when you're on YouTube, you can't really do a lot of stuff. Like, you can't say a lot of stuff because it'll get you in trouble.
right.
We're ourselves every day.
Yeah.
We can put you on Rumble.
I've thought about that.
Yeah.
Grinder.
What the fuck?
Wow. Okay.
Put him on Grinder.
That was weird. But no, I would like to use our platform for good. Like, that's
Yeah.
I feel like what we're doing is like a lot of people around this area are not doing. And I know a lot of people want to do it. They just got to figure out the game plan.
You know, and a lot of it right now with the shape the world's in, people just need a good laugh.
Well, you know how many people too, like, that have told us like they want to start something. Brody's one of them. Your buddy Jarrett is one of them, right?
But they're
In a way, but
busy.
then they just don't do it though.
they're busy.
They're
And I
busy,
get it.
but like we're busy too.
But with Brody's issue is he's
We're
afraid.
everyone's busy.
Brody's
you just gotta
afraid.
start.
Brody's afraid to ask Zach because he doesn't want to put more on Zach's plate. So
I get that.
Once something starts, people are attracted to it. That's how we know, like, through all these podcasts, we know people know about it. They might not be liking it. They might not be whatever. And Vance and I talk about this all the time. There's a lot of jealousy and a lot of different things. Not saying Brody. I'm just saying in general.
Right.
Yeah.
When we started this, we did get a lot of, I wouldn't say pushback, but not a lot of following or help from the community because people are like, oh, we should have done that or that
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
So
That's haters.
I mean,
like,
let's,
yeah.
Honestly.
let's be honest. Norfolk as a community is just very opinionated anyway, and they'll just say like, "Oh, well, blah blah blah." Why they, you know? they'll
they
just-
are, but I think that Norfolk forgets that we can see the listens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my thing. Like,
Yeah.
if you guys say we suck, but the
gonna listen.
listens don't
Yeah.
show
Yeah,
that.
you
Right.
suck, but you tuned in
Right.
every week.
Right.
You know, like say we're making money at one point and they're still listening. I'm just gonna tell them straight up, you're putting money in my pocket, I guess.
Well, it's the same with anything like that you try to do that you see success with. Like, you know, even as a competitive powerlifter, even as a personal trainer, like there's so many. I know other guys that have been like, well, I could do that, or I should have done that. And it's like, but then they, you know, they don't like or support you in any way, but they still follow you on, and,
You know,
and are friends with you on certain social media.
I don't want to say his name, but I'm going to say him anyway. Like Zane. I graduated Zane, right?
Zane.
G.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
I think he's doing what he's doing is good,
Yeah.
but I feel like he's not real. Because I know him as a person.
I don't know. I guess I haven't looked at any of his stuff or anything like that. I don't know him all that well.
You know, a lot of it's going to come back down to you guys enjoy doing this.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're not lining
Exactly,
your pockets
yeah.
with money, and you're
For
still
me,
coming back and doing
to me,
it. every
this is
week.
fun. Like I'm
Yeah.
honestly, I'm doing this for fun.
Right, and that's part of it. You know,
Exactly.
It still comes
Like
back.
if I didn't think
'Cause
this
if
was
it's
fun, I would be.
suck-
I wouldn't do this if I didn't think it was fun.
Well, no, unless you're putting a shitload of money in your
Shit,
pocket, why would you do something you hate? You know,
I'm gonna go on
Exactly.
record and say this. I'm happy at 42 subscribers on YouTube right now. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's good, personally.
Yeah.
Did
I
come-
can make it 43.
good.
So
You could.
I help a brother out there.
But no, like the reason why I created the gaming channel, I thought it's gonna help us grow in some way or form. So that's why I did it. I just needed to post more.
You know, and it's like I said, it's another one of those things that you enjoy doing it. If you enjoy doing it and you're not making any money on it, then you're doing it for the right reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could tell you I'm always creating ideas.
He is. Kale's
I'm
always brainstorming stuff about this.
Yeah. Just like the tour of the football stadiums. I think that's a cool idea. Personally,
I think it is.
O'Neill has a cool, pretty football field, and I drove by it today. So
Yeah.
You should do like the 6-man football,
yeah.
the obscure stuff.
Abandoned football stadiums.
Not a lot of those in Nebraska.
I know one over in Stratton, Nebraska.
I know one in Ewing. They play one game a year. But you could go to like Wakefield where they play football and basketball on the same
Or baseball. Baseball's
on the
pretty
same
big
deal,
over there.
Yeah.
Baseball.
But yeah, it's that's the thing is you're still doing it for the right reason because you're playing it for the game.
Yeah.
You're not playing it for the paycheck.
Yeah.
And as long as you can keep doing it that way, you're going to be just fine. But when you get to the point where you want it, the clickbait,
Yeah.
you know, and you're doing it just because people are putting money in your pocket and you start to hate it, but you're going to do it anyway, then you're doing it for the wrong reason.
Yeah.
Then your content goes to shit and everything else, you know.
You know, I actually do enjoy doing this.
Yeah. And I enjoy listening to it. It's my yard mowing channel, you know.
There we go.
See, that makes me feel good. When someone says something like that, it
Yeah.
makes me good. Like,
Yeah. And, you know, this is what, number 17, 18, 19, or whatever. 16 was your first power hour thing, I think.
yeah.
So, well, right there, you know, I knew which ones were which on that deal because I've listened to all of them. They all had good content. You know, there wasn't a lot of dead air. You know, so
I would, you know, when we did Talking Shop, that went better than I expected.
yeah. You know, you could just do a current event hour, you know, kind of a thing. See, sit back and bitch about everything like everybody else.
We'll move on to the next topic here. The effects of social media. Is today's social media affecting people in a good or negative way?
Both.
Like we kind of already talked about that is like the people that are putting out good positive content that is tailored to help people in a positive way. It's going to help affect them in a good way, but some people who spend too much time on their phone scrolling Facebook, you know, things like that. It can
I
be
know
negative.
a few people that do that. Maya is one of them. She'll be sitting there on the couch and gets home all night and she'll be watching TikTok.
I'm pretty bad for that when I go to bed.
I guess, you know, like we were talking about, there's a lot of people that do this just for making money. Mm-hmm. And it's sick.
You're doing it for the wrong reason.
Yeah.
It's kind of like on Sunday morning when people walk out of the church just so people can see them walking out of church. Kind of a thing, you know?
Jot that down.
Yeah. Oh, well, look at that. Craig was back in church this week, so he must be doing all right. Nope. I just wanted you to see me.
I'll just move on from that one because we pretty much already talked about it. But can influencers go overboard in their videos just for the clout?
Like that shit that was just on TV.
Yeah.
Yes.
That brain
rot.
brain rot.
Yeah.
I think people get way too hurt when they do stupid shit.
Yeah. Well, and I think, they put something like that out and it doesn't get very many views. So then they try and make it even worse, for the next one. And it's awful.
I would say one of my favorite, actually one of my favorite influencers would be Joey Swole. He calls out people for like toxic gym culture, like people that film themselves or basically film themselves and then post about it, how they complain about someone got in their shot or got in the video or asked them to quit filming because it's against the gym's policy. And he calls out that person that was filming. And it's just kind of a breath of fresh air because there's so much of that in the gym culture when it comes to social media these days.
I know we talked about it before, but I think those kind of people that are focused on more of their video than working out are toxic in the gym.
Like I said, I've said it before. I think the whole tripod thing is too much.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna film yourself or whatever, like cool. If you want to film a PR, I get it.
You don't
like,
need a whole tripod.
You don't need a tripod. Set your phone up. Like
tripod.
I literally will take my water jug and like set it somewhere and lean my phone up against it. Get a good enough shot.
Exactly.
Okay, we're good.
I'm more like when he calls out those women that are calling out men for supposedly looking at
that too.
Those are my favorite of his because that's freaking bullshit. Like we're in a gym.
You're in a gym wearing a bikini and you're pissed.
Yeah, wear better clothes.
Yes,
like you don't need that to be doing what you do, and then you're just over exaggerating your lifts. Like you can tell when they're doing it.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, totally.
And you'd be the one to call them out before I would, but you can tell in those videos they're over exaggerating some of those lifts.
Especially when I'm in the gym and I'm horny.
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my. This guy. Who invited this guy?
Careful on the squat rack.
This goes down. What is that big bulge?
Hey, wait a minute. How are you doing that with both hands?
It's a lot smaller than you think.
Dang. You're just going to let him do you like that, Vance? That's fucked up. You're just going to take it from her?
We do it for the content.
Okay, that's fair enough. What are some examples of people using social media in a negative way?
Them people that film themselves picking on the homeless and doing shit like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Who's
Honestly,
that little prick
people
that runs around in the malls and shit and making fun of people, and then as they pisses them off, then he sends his bodyguards on them.
Oh yeah.
You ever seen that guy?
I've seen that. Yeah.
Somebody needs to stomp shit out of him too.
What are you talking about? Jake Paul too. Like Jake Paul does the same shit.
Same kind of thing.
People that go around and like do public pranks just to like piss people off.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, some of that is funny.
Some of them like they'll do it and then they'll apologize afterwards, like we're just making a funny YouTube.
And then
video.
they'll get the
and then they'll
non-disclosure
laugh.
out of it.
Right.
But then it's like some of them are just complete.
Well, they take it too
dipshits.
far, like the Paul brothers when they went to Japan to the suicide force.
Yeah.
There wasn't nothing funny about that.
Did you see his podcast interview with Dom? So Dom was playing his heel character.
Oh yeah.
And he's saying, you got to bring the hat when he goes to Japan.
Yeah, not good. Yeah, that was kind of an ugly situation for a while.
I'm surprised he recovered.
Mm-hmm.
Are you thinking of Neon? Is that who you're thinking of? The little guy that pranks a bunch of guys, like
Yeah,
he pranked Nate Diaz and stuff like that.
Yeah. He's lucky somebody hasn't stomped him.
Nate Diaz wanted to kill him for a while, like basically kill him. Yeah,
he did get arrested in Saudi Arabia for a little bit for doing something stupid.
That's like that. Who's that kid from Russia that does all that shit too? He's a big muscle. Oh,
You're thinking of Eric Konevsky?
no. This guy was on. He was on Ridiculousness once too, and he was shown on there. Can't think of what his name is, but he does stuff with like who's the big poker player that's always
Vlad TV?
That might be him.
He's dumb. He's very dumb.
Yeah, that kind of stuff doesn't help anybody's image.
No.
Aiden Ross is kind of dumb too. And
I don't know
then
who that is.
Kai Cenat, he's kind of getting dumb. He's like a guy from New York with dread. I don't know, man. You're too old. You're too old.
The problem with some of those guys is they have a shtick, right? And that's all they can do. So when that shtick goes away,
Then
they have
struggle.
nothing else to go on.
Yep.
Right.
Which is why if you do what we're doing, all of us as a group, and stick to what you wanted to do in the first place, and not just stick to whatever was famous at the time, you'll last way longer than any of these freaking
Yep.
Yeah.
one-hit wonders.
Yep.
There's quite a bit of one-hit wonders. What are the people? What are ways that people using social media in a positive way?
Well, like the other way you were talking. You know, the people
Like
that are
Joey
going
Swoll.
around and calling people out.
Yeah.
Or
I
going
like-
around
I like
calling
when-
homeless and giving them food. And,
Calling out the toxic gym culture and
The YouTubers that are real. That's what I like. They're not sugarcoating bullshit. They're not hiding anything on their channel.
right.
It is what it is, and they tell them straight up. You don't like it, don't watch my shit.
Like that dumbass that takes all the nice vehicles and just trashes them.
Oh, Whistling Diesel.
Yeah. What the hell? Why? I mean, I understand you're doing it for views and shit, but there's absolutely no reason for that. You're just showing off your money.
He doesn't need to do views anymore.
No.
He's self-made the rest of his life.
Set for life. But let's go park my Ferrari in a cornfield and burn it all down anyway. You know what? Why do you do stupid shit like that?
But he has done some positive things, though.
Some,
yeah.
but you're kind of rubbing people's nose in it that are struggling when they watch your videos, and you take a $100,000 truck and fill it full of concrete and bury it in the ground.
I'm
know.
surprised Cletus McFarland does collaborations with him.
Yeah. Well, they're all gearheads.
Yeah. You do know he's coming back to Omaha?
Is he?
Yeah, ice cream cruise.
Yeah, and he helped set up the burnout box on the I-29 dragway.
Yeah. That's what he's coming for, him and Kyle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I had a connection that knew them, but I haven't talked to that guy in a while. I met him through the video games and everything. So Yep.
Better get back on that.
I mean, I could. I can ask him if he's going, but I've never been to one. I actually want to go to one.
What's that?
The ice cream cruise.
I haven't either.
I heard it's a fun time.
I don't know, what's the difference? I mean,
It's already. I mean, it's a typical car show, obviously,
oh yeah.
but it's just a lot more variety.
Oh, then you need to go to Cool Deadwood Nights.
Where's that? There, Deadwood.
Yeah, that's where I'm going Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's a 5-day car show,
Jesus, no wonder you and Hunter are taking 5 days.
and there's probably thousands of cars. It's unreal. If you like cars of any kind, old iron, clear up to the new ones, there's a dozen of each one. I mean, there is everything down there. And then they bring in like your cover bands. You know, you get your Bostons. Oh yeah, the Skinner's a big one. Yes.
Yeah.
And they do it for 5 days.
Wow.
You know, I never did ask Sue how Sturgis was. I forgot about that.
It was way down. She said that like Saturday night at the Iron Horse, there was 5 people in there.
Jeez.
So I do want to say real quick, when you talk about things that you think people are using social media in a positive way, and I like to joke around a lot, obviously. I'm going to make a bunch of jokes all the time, but I'm a Christian, and I'm pretty open about that on my our other podcasts. But I have loved seeing on TikTok and on Reels and all this other stuff. It seems to be that there's a growing number of people that are starting to push that a little bit more, and I'm really appreciating that a lot as somebody that is along those lines. So
For sure.
that's what I'm loving to see. So that's what I like to see on social media.
You know,
For
we
sure.
were. I was born and raised as a Methodist, but the Methodist religion has kind of went sour the last couple of years. You know, and so we were the first church in the state of Nebraska to disaffiliate with the Methodists, and it started our own non-denominational church in Pierce, and it's just went up from there. And it's good to see people starting to push that, because it's gone for a long time. I mean, it was you didn't even bring up the word, you know, because that's the way it was. And now they're starting to go back looking for answers in the right spot.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the church that's on that corner there, the continuous highway?
We're a block north of or a block west of where that building burnt down.
That's what I'm asking.
Right on the highway there.
Yeah, where I saw you sitting that one day, and you saw me when I was coming back, and you were picking up Riot.
No, that's the Catholic church.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Right where the big flower shop burnt down.
Yeah.
Right straight west of their block.
Oh, okay, I got you.
But yeah, that was a big thing. You know, they started in on trying to rewrite the Bible to fit somebody's agenda. You can't do that.
No.
You know, so we just decided it, and it cost a bunch of money and a lot of time, and a lot of people had hurt feelings and that kind of shit. But we did it anyway, and by God, it's worked.
Is social media involved too much in our daily lives?
It has to be now because the whole world depends on it.
That's
Sadly.
true.
Sad.
Businesses
sad but
use it
true.
a lot for their marketing. But I feel like, kind of going back to that, people just kind of, it's the brain rot.
Yeah.
People get on there and it's just scroll.
I've told myself 100 times I'm going to quit being Facebook. I'm going to stay off Twitter. I'm going to do all the, like right now I have family in Texas.
Right.
Facebook's the only way I talk to him. Mm-hmm. How sad
Right.
is that? I have his phone number. I can call it. I don't. I message him on Facebook.
Right.
Well, that's just
It's just
stupid.
like with us. I got his phone number, but I talk to him on Snapchat.
We usually use Snapchat, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if I have to really call him, I'll call him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That kind of is ironic because the next question is, has there been times where you ever wanted to get rid of, or take a break off of social media? And dude, there's
Yeah.
many times.
Every day.
I actually, a few years back, I completely deleted my Facebook account, my old one, and I didn't have it for a long time. And then after I actually got like a solid full-time position at the Y, they asked me to get it back to help market and promote the Y.
Right.
But yeah, I just was at a point in my life where I'm like, why? Like, there's no reason for me to have Facebook right now.
Honestly, nowadays, Facebook is just another TikTok.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
My brother,
Yeah.
my older
Same
brother
with
doesn't have
Instagram.
it. My youngest son's 23, and he's never had a Facebook account.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's days that I want to get rid of it, but like there's days I know I shouldn't.
Yeah.
It's just the shit I will see on there some days. I mean, you know that you and I are in those groups where it's like you can see this most gruesomest shit.
Yeah.
There's
and why
days
do you put that on there? Oh, look at this guy just caught himself on fire. in
this
front
guy got
of-
shot,
I'm like,
Yeah.
but it's the same car wreck scenario where you're gonna look.
Yeah.
No matter how bad it is, you're gonna look.
Yeah. I mean, you and I, we share some pretty ridiculous things.
Oh yeah.
Even Chris too. He'll share some ridiculous things.
Well, the guy with the cheese all over his face from your hot dogs and stuff. That was pretty bad.
Jesus Christ. We don't need to talk about it.
Jeez.
Is social media just white noise / distract us from the more important things in life?
I mean, yeah, the white noise is just the bullshit,
It's funny. I saw a meme today and it said, it was like a teacher.
What? Who is that?
I think it's kale.
No, it ain't me.
That is Kale. What the
No,
hell? Kale, that's you.
It is.
no. You should show them.
What do you guys think? Think that's kale?
Oh, God. Could be.
It's his glasses. Got the beard.
Why you bully me?
Got all the hot dogs sticking out.
Dude,
of
I
his
was
mouth.
wondering if those were hot dogs or breadsticks. Because that looks like kind of like marinara sauce or something.
It could
We
be.
are a harassment-free company over here at Agent Live Media.
Hey, at work, I always tell him so he has a file for some other stupid reason, and I tell him I'll make sure they start another file.
Oh, I got a file in HR. I've had it for years.
Was it because of Brian?
No, it was because of a kid that used to work there, did exactly what I just told him not to, and I kind of lost my shit on him. And then about I told him this fat ass was going to start listening, or he was going to go home, and it wasn't 10 minutes. I got a phone call from the lady over in Iowa.
So you
She says, "I get it, but you need to word better." Sorry.
So you're telling me I need to watch out, huh?
I don't think you got to worry about it.
Okay. Okay.
You can turn me in. I don't care.
I'm not going to turn you in. The only person that would turn anybody in, and you know who. It's at the front.
Yeah, I don't think you have to worry about that either.
Yeah.
She's tried.
No, not her. Him.
I ain't worried about him
I
either.
know. I mean, we could, throw it back at them.
Well, yeah. That's what I say. If you're going to start charging people with harassment or something in our building, that whole place is going to be a parking lot. Fire us all.
I guess the next discussion or topic will be, how does social media help the boys? And it'll be a free discussion anyway.
I mean, we talked about that a little bit already, and a lot of that's just being our true, authentic selves and staying true to ourselves and posting authentic content and not selling out and posting the brain rot bullshit, the white noise, so to speak.
Yeah. If, say, like, one day we're big, right? And this is just hypothetically. I heard the smirk. Who fucking smirked? Oh, I thought I heard the. Okay.
You said what?
If, say, someday we're big, right? And somebody wants us to be on their brand versus their brand, I will never leave Agent Life. I'm being dead honest.
I mean, we wouldn't be doing this. We wouldn't have the platform we have without them.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that. And nobody smirked, by the way.
Oh, I
you,
thought
you heard you heard Vance's ice move in his glass.
I'm like, all right, who wants to be the smart ass?
Nobody would smirk about that. Yeah.
I thought someone was about to be
Not
the smart
ever.
ass.
Well, when
we
you said
might have
something
some fun sometimes, but we will not smirk about what you're saying right now.
Okay. I thought someone was about to be. I'm just used to it, I guess.
I thought they were, because you said something about being
Well,
big
he kind of
someday,
butchered.
and
He
I'm
kind
like,
of he kind of butchered the word hypothetical.
yeah, well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hypothetical.
Like if, say, Dave Portnoy all of a sudden, like, oh, I really want your podcast. Like, nah, dude, get fucked. I know how much of a piece of shit you are. I like him.
We do a podcast with Cole. We don't worry about butchering of words.
Okay. I don't think he's gonna watch this, so I mean, you're good.
He doesn't even watch our show that he's on. So like, we can talk as much shit about Cole as we want on this podcast, and he'll never know what the fuck the difference is.
And then one day he discovers, like, wait.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. I know Brody's gonna watch it for sure. I like Brody. Brody's good. But no. I'm just saying though, like if Dave
I like Brody.
if I have ADD. I can't even talk.
Oh,
Do we need to talk about the special helmet that I have?
Like I said the other day, you need to wear a helmet way more than what you are.
That's fucked up.
So I do believe social media is just white noise, but I think there's a difference between what we're trying to do and what typical social media would be. Like I don't consider what we're doing social media. I consider what we're doing is content. I believe that we're giving something out there. I'm a guy that has listened to podcasts for the last 10 years of my life. Like I'll listen to music, but 9 times out of 10, I'm listening to a podcast in my earphones. And it started with sports podcasts. It did political podcasts, everything. So I consider that like a more informational. I love hearing people have conversations as opposed to a TikTok or a Reels or all that other stuff, that social media, the Snapchat, the instant gratification type stuff. I think we're doing something a little bit different over here.
Sure.
I feel like, with that being said, I feel like we're changing the narrative basically.
Yeah. Because I think it can all intertwine into social media, but there's good social media, which is what we're doing, like the informative stuff, the content, so to speak. And then there's the white noise bullshit stuff. Like there's like almost 2 separate categories.
Like I'll be real here real quick. I know, Zach, you have something to say, but I will say this though real quick is I know you and I know the hate comments we've got. Dude, we just find it funny.
The keto.
Yeah.
He know nothing.
He know nothing.
I don't know anything about
you're
body.
giving your personal opinion because you are a personal trainer. You have that right.
Right.
I'm sure that, to be honest, there's probably some fat dude sitting there like, he know nothing. I must edit my own comment.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, I dropped my pizza on the keyboard again.
I'm a keyboard warrior. You know what I mean? Like, bro, like, you're just making your fool.
No, yeah, it's
you make
funny.
yourself look
I
like a
just
fool.
think it's funny. Yeah, I laugh.
Facts
about
are true, but the assumptions are useless.
I like that.
Mic drop.
Yeah.
But what I was going to say is Vance reiterated something that we talked about in our meeting. What he just said is exactly what I told you guys. So it's not just me saying it. Vance knows it. Everybody else in our group knows the same thing. We're all here for the same purpose.
Yeah.
Right?
You know, like on your Rumble intro, we have a bit of everything.
Yeah.
You know, Cameron did put that well. He well put that one there.
Yeah, he did a very good job on that. That's why it's the intro.
Yeah.
So, and I wasn't even there for that one. I don't think, am I?
No, you were there.
Oh, I was there? Okay.
You were sitting there with your American shirt you wear every week.
Never washed.
Yuck.
I'm kidding. It's washed every week.
Okay. I would hope. I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
If the border would be fixed, he wouldn't have to wear it anymore.
We're trying not to be a political podcast, guys.
Tis the season.
Yeah.
I don't have any restraint.
Well, then don't have us produce the podcast.
No,
I
I'm
guess.
kidding. I was joking. I don't care. I mean, hey, I did it at my house once. I don't know if I liked it or not. Okay, it was a good time, but I don't know.
The hell
thought
are
it
you
was
talking
good.
about?
Oh, the
Our
power.
first power hour.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We
yeah.
did it. Yeah.
Is that the one you did in your game room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we actually added two
I didn't mind.
shells.
I mean, I thought it was good.
We added 2 white shells there from Target. You can get like $26 a piece. What are you laughing about?
Nothing. we got two shells from Target. They're like $26.
Super. And we had this guy come out and told us how to put this up here. And this
No,
and
I
that.
built them my damn
I did
self.
it all myself.
Yeah, I did. And I put my own decorations on there.
Chip my damn nail.
I think I did. God, you're making me sound like Brian out here. He's bugging me about a damn dollar. I did not agree to the damn bet.
$1.
Yeah.
$1.
That dollar about the UPS driver not knowing his name or whatever.
Oh, not saying his name.
Yeah. I didn't agree to it.
I know, but you lost $1 to a guy with longer fingernails than most women.
Fingernails are like this long.
I want to ask you guys a real question.
And I will give you a real answer.
Do you think, or do you want to be famous sooner, or will you stick it out and do it the right way and maybe get famous later? But even if you don't have viewers, are you still going to do what you're doing?
I mean, we're still here, aren't we?
To me, it's something. I mean, to me, it's fun. Like
To be fair, it's only 18 episodes.
Yeah, I mean, to be what I
No,
was
I'm not trying to be a dick.
No,
I'm
I know.
just saying.
I'd rather take the slow route and grow.
I would too. I mean, like I said, it's something we're enjoying. Like we're enjoying the process. You know.
I mean, we can have one viral hit reel in one night, and then all of a sudden we're not. You know, they're not. It's going to be what comes back out of it. I guess.
But would you really want to be famous like some of those other guys?
No, because there are going to be people trying to figure it out in your life, and that's just weird.
I mean, it'd be great to have a pocket full of money, not have to worry about anything that way. But, you know, you can't go to the grocery store without somebody stopping you for this. And, you know, you can't.
I
do
enjoy
this
coming
because of
on
that
here
kind
and
of
just
shit.
talking, like with Kale and whoever else, about just whatever the topic is for the day.
I'd rather take time, because then if it takes time, then it makes me feel like I'm proud of myself. We built this, not we
Right.
built this.
And you don't have that. I think you're going to be.
That ego.
Well, you'd be stronger if you do it that way instead of being the, you know, go fast, die young type of thing,
Yeah.
you know.
I love that answer, because that's kind of what I was trying to get at earlier when I was asking questions about keeping yourself guided or keeping your moral compass going the right way. And I really appreciate hearing that. Because that's the way me and Zach feel. Like we talk about it all the time. Like if we get one listen, even though it's my mom and his wife,
we're
still
good
probably
going
to do it. Yeah. We're still going to keep going on with it.
You could say, hey, my mom thinks it's cool.
Yeah. My mom's my biggest fan, so let's go.
Fan, baby.
Yeah. So I really appreciate hearing you guys say that stuff. So that's good.
Yeah. I enjoy coming
For
on
sure.
here.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a studio that we actually could do this. Like,
Right. It's a
It was
perfect
fun
setup.
being on here. It's fun to listen to you guys
Yeah.
yeah.
when I'm mowing.
Yeah.
Certain things we act like we know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Hey, you just got to if you can fake it real good, who knows? You can lead a trail of bullshit real thick and people will believe you in anything. Right, Kale?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this
There
asshole.
you go, Kale. Kale's good at that. Kale's good at that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got all the stuff in the truck.
Huh?
I got all my stuff. Don't worry about it. I'll drive it back to O'Neill tomorrow because you left all your shit there. It's okay.
What stuff?
You leaving half your stuff at the store.
Today?
No.
Oh, shit.
Monday.
Stay with me here, pal.
I see. I was going to say, I got everything.
I almost thought there was going to be like a moment here where it's like he's coming at you now.
Nah,
You
I
left
wouldn't
all your
do
shit
that.
there, man.
I got to find something to give him hell for.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Rollin gives me a lot more hell now, too.
He's way more relaxed than he used to be.
Yeah.
He used to be pretty
I
uptight.
was going to say, when Toby was working there,
He's pretty close to retirement age now, though, so
Probably shouldn't talk about this.
he's probably realizing it. I seen old Toby in Menards.
I know, you told me the other day.
Yep.
I don't think he liked me, so I don't really care.
Well, I think that feeling was mutual with a few people that didn't like him.
I liked him, I guess. He was nice. Lazy.
Yeah.
Oh, did we say that on there? Whoops.
You did.
I think out of all the people we've had, other than Braden, is probably Gary was one of the hardest working ones.
I know, but the damn pillin got him back.
Gary,
Gary, the dude from...
Gary Spackler,
He looks like the dude from
Caddyshack.
Caddyshack, which I've never seen.
You have never seen Caddyshack.
I know. I've told
Oh
you
my
this.
God, dude.
Have you guys seen Caddyshack?
Yes, we both seen Caddyshack.
I've never seen it.
It's too bad. It's a good movie.
Didn't you just watch Tombstone like a month ago?
Yeah, it was a great movie.
You heard him. He said, "Huh?"
It was a great movie. I can be yo Huckleberry.
Man.
What did you just say? Huckleberry?
Huckleberry.
No, it's Hucklebearer.
Oh,
You know what a hucklebearer is?
nope.
That's a pallbearer is what a hucklebearer is. He says, I'll be your casket carrier.
Getting schooled by Vance.
That'll happen.
You
That'll
know
happen.
Doc Holliday, I'm telling you that.
I'm way too big to be Doc Holliday.
101.
You ever seen Caveman with Ringo Starr?
No.
You neither?
No.
Either one of you?
Yeah.
You've never seen it?
No.
Man. Dennis Quaid's first movie?
Who was that?
You don't know who Dennis
know
Quaid
Dennis-
I
is?
showed him to you like
I know Dennis Quaid.
3 episodes ago.
Who is Dennis Quaid?
That's all right. Now we're getting off topic.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll be the bearer of bad news. We are getting off topic.
Yeah, I mean, we
Yeah, that went
I think
sideways.
we're pretty much...
We're pretty much wrapped up at this point.
Close it up.
Check out Asia Life Media, Touching Base, Uses Assumptions, Talking Dirt, pretty much every social media platform. This has been TNT Boys with the social media episodes. Thanks, Craig, for coming on again.
It was fun.
Kale.
Hey, Randy.
Hey, Randy. Okay, peace out. Bye.